Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see each and every one of you all today. If you're new here, my name is Mark Hopkins. I'm a Baltimore-based singer-songwriter guitarist, also a YouTuber, and I host a show on this very channel called At Home with Mark, which is like a weekly podcast. There's about 80 or so episodes already, so feel free to go back and check them out. Joey Landreth, Charlie Hunter, Tomo Fujita, Ariel Posen, Josh Smith, the list goes on and on. Dan Steinhardt from that pedal show. So have a ball. Go back and listen to those conversations. Super fun. I love doing that every week. If you dig what you see here, hit the subscribe button. Support the channel. That's awesome of you. Business aside, what we're going to do today is I am known to be a Walrus fanboy. I love Walrus pedals. I have many of them. Some of which are my favorites would be like the Walrus Monument. And then the 385, which is based on the projector overdrive circuit. And I have the Julia chorus, which I absolutely love. I got a bunch of them. Anyway, the M1 intrigued me because I'm not a huge modulation guy. I have some rotary effects and univibe and things like that. But they come on and off my board so much because I want to use several of them. And this thing kind of does it all. So this is the greatest hits of modulation from Walrus's plethora of modulation pedals, and they never cease to amaze me. So what I want to do today is I want to do this really fast because this pedal, just there's so much in it. I mean, I had to study the manual for 2 nights just to kind of break the surface of what this thing can really do. I don't have any Morningstar stuff or any MIDI capabilities, so for me the MIDI stuff is kind of moot. I can't use it really. I can see how it would be very useful and awesome, especially for people like in church bands and whatnot, when you guys are pulling up big modulation effects. This thing just soars at that. But what we're going to do today is I want to check out the types. So we're going to go through all the different types from chorus to the filter, and then I kind of want to tweak each of those. So there's 3 different types for each effect that we're going to do here. There's subset menus under these toggles. It is so deep. The rabbit hole goes so far. Alice is going to pop up and invite you for tea. That's how deep it is. But what I want to do is just briefly touch on some stuff. Use the toggles. I want to go through some of the presets and have you guys hear those too, because it's just such a good representation of what this thing can do. The lo-fi button is crazy. You can get all these like warbly, like vinyl kind of needle sounds and just like dirt underneath and grit underneath. So I'm going to fire it up. Let's start with the presets. So let's start off with the greatest hits of what Walrus thinks this thing can do. Clean tone for the Strat going through the 2-Rock Studio Signature. I put it back in the combo. So that's what we got going on today. Here we go. There's a clean tone. Let's fire it up. Cool. Great chorus right there. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be a phaser. All right, now we're going to be on tremolo. Awesome. So that was like more of a rhythmic tremolo. The next one on here is going to be a vibe setting. Cool. It does that seasick thing. The next thing is going to be a rotary effect. Gotta look at the manual. There's so much in there, guys. It's like a book. Cool, so you can see you can use this as a speed up, slow down for the Leslie horn. The next one we're going to do is going to be a chorus. Super cool. All right, so let's go to bank C. Here's where it gets creepy. Okay, so you can hear the vinyl thing in the background. That is so cool. That is so cool. I mean, I can see how this thing would be, you know, as a songwriter for film and TV, like stuff that I do on the side. This thing's going to be super handy to come up with really cool, interesting, creative sounds. Okay, cool. So the next one is another phaser. All right. This one's going to be a filter. So let's see what this does. There's just so much you can do. I mean, this is just the first page, guys. The first page of what you can do. It's just a badass pedal, man. Let's go right into just the different types. So with these toggle switches, I'm going to have this on what says type. So now that controls this tweak knob, and then you can go between 3 different parameters for each different effect, modulation effect. The tune knob, let's just keep that on tone so I can show you how we can adjust the brightness or darkness of each, individual preset. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Cool. All right, let's go to the next one, which would be the phaser. let's move right on to the tremolo. The tremolo is interesting because the tremolo, this first setting is more of like the standard trem that you might be used to hearing. And you can change the wave shape form and everything. So you can do all that. So cool. All right, so then let's go to the second one, which is my favorite, which I already used with the monument. This is the harmonic tremolo. I love that sound so much. All right, here's the next one. That's a cool one. That's like that rhythmic delay. All right, let's go to the next one, which is going to be the vibe. So this is not your like univibe type thing. This is more of like that seasick Hendrixy type vibe. So I'm not that big of a vibe in terms of that kind of thing. It's a little too seasick for me, but it does a thing. It does a thing. All right, so let's go to the Rotary. And this is pretty cool because this kind of probably grabs some of the stuff from the Julia, because the Julia can do this kind of a thing too. Not as Leslie Speaker-esque, more of a mock Leslie Speaker, but this thing does it great, like the Lex and all those other mini vents and all those things. Again, this is your speed up, slow down, which is killer to have. All right, let's go to the middle one. And you know what? Let me go in here real quick because I'm going to tell you, because the Rotary type 1 is going to be like the horn and the drum. Type 2 is the horn only, and type 3 is the drum only. So very different tonally speaking. don't have an extra foot. But this is a brake. If you hold it down on the rotary, it does that brake thing where it's like that, like hard stop. Cool. Let's go to the last one, which is the drum by itself. It's vibing, man. It's very cool. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to the filter. The first one, the type 1, is the low pass filter. That was the high pass filter. Here's the band pass. Now with the filter, if you hold down this button and you put it over all the way to the left, that's the envelope setting. That's the M1 at the surface level, folks. This is not even getting into the nitty-gritty of, you know, all the crazy stuff that you can get into. Now, let me do one more thing. I'm going to turn the verb all the way down on the amp so it's nice and dry. And I'm going to put the phaser on, my favorite phaser, which is the middle setting. Stage 2, I think. Let's add in the lo-fi. Guys, this video is way too long. I'm so sorry. But I've barely scratched the surface. I just wanted you to hear all the different stuff that you can do with this thing and the different sounds, and try to get through it as quick as I can. It's almost a half an hour long. I am sorry about that. This book will get you everything you need to know about this guy. It really does, cover all the grounds. It's the greatest hits, like I was saying. The lo-fi thing, I mean, there's so much you can do with it. You can add drive to this. You can add age and warble to it when you're, using the lo-fi, and as well as you heard that vintage kind of vinyl sound thing. It does so much. Like, I've had it for just a couple days, and I've been messing with it and reading the manual, and it's pretty intuitive. I mean, it's like, I feel like sometimes when there's pedals like this, I have option paralysis where I just can't use it because there's too much. I think if I sat with this, just after another week, I think I'll be good to go in terms of using it how I want to use it. Check it out. I mean, it's one-stop shop. The price is right. You're getting, 5 effects in one little foot, sized pedal. Not even foot. It's smaller than my foot. I've got bigger pedals than this on my board. This thing is like a normal pedal size, and it's packing a big punch. So check it out for sure. You guys, thanks for watching. If you hung out watching this long, you're my best friend. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time.